I'm Georgia and this is The Sound of Georgia. We're back! Today I'm going to be talking about my favourite things, the song, and its identity as a Christmas song. Now I'm sure you're all wondering, why aren't I waiting till Christmas to make this video? Well, that's exactly why I'm not waiting until Christmas to make this video. Because I have mixed thoughts about this song being a Christmas song. And honestly, I don't really like considering it a Christmas song. But then I don't really like Christmas. I'm like the Grinch. Also, yeah, that's a thing. Christmas is always a big deal in my family because from the middle of December to the beginning of January there are 5 birthdays in my family. 5 of my relatives have birthdays that span the Christmas season. One of those, my grandmother's, is actually on the 25th, and she has been grumbling about that for the past 80 years. So not only is Christmas a big event in my family that autistic little introvert me finds kind of draining, it can also be rather unpleasant. Unpleasant is putting it a little too harshly, but it's not enjoyable all the time. Now, I'm not saying I don't love my family, I do, but because of all the birthdays around Christmas, it's all lumped into one day, making it even bigger than it would be. And because my grandmother's birthday is on the 25th itself, we have to be very, very careful because too much emphasis on Christmas and not enough on her birthday makes her upset. Christmas is not one of my favourite things. And probably because of that, I'm not a big Christmas album fan. I don't listen to Christmas songs. If there's a Christmas song going on, it's in my head. Once. When I'm in bed. At midnight. In June. Sound of Music could be considered kind of a Christmas movie in the get together with the family and watch a big happy family feel good movie. But my favourite things as a Christmas song is more specific. So, why? Well, I guess it's kind of like what I just said. It's meant to be a happy, feel-good, fuzzy song. But we all know the real reason. Sleigh bells. Snowflakes. Silver white winters. And it really is the Christmas one. For singers who make musical theatre compilation albums, if there's one song from Sound of Music in there, it's usually Edelweiss. Sometimes it's the title song, but most of the time it's Edelweiss. It's not my favourite things. My favourite things is always on the Christmas album. I looked it up on the iTunes store. Pretty much every version that wasn't some variation of the Sound of Music's soundtrack was from a Christmas album. Now, my favourite things from the Sound of Music album is not the only version of the song I have on my iTunes library. Yeah, I'm old school. I don't do Spotify. I just do iTunes. But the other version I have of the song is by Kelly Clarkson from her Christmas album, Wrapped in Red. It's the only song on that album that I have. And that's the same case with the only other Christmas album I have, which is Pentatonix's That's Christmas to Me. The song from that album isn't my favourite things. It's Let It Go from Frozen. But my point is still the same. It's not a Christmas song in the traditional Christmas carol way. A big part of me wonders how much impact the movie has had on this being a Christmas song. Because in the movie they're all snuggled up in Maria's bedroom and singing to cheer themselves up. But in the original musical and pretty much every stage version, the song is at a completely different place. In the musical, the song is sung by Maria and the Mother Rabbits right before she leaves for the Von Trapps. So in that case, it's a get your spirits up, you're going to be okay to do this sort of instance. Not an image that could also be applied to snuggling up with hot cocoa in front of a fire and a Christmas tree. If Ernest Lehman hadn't changed that for the movie, I wonder if it would still be a Christmas song. Honestly, I don't think it would be. And maybe I feel like making it a Christmas song is somehow diminishing it. As I said, I'm not a Christmas person, and I'm definitely not a Christmas album person. I don't really get any special joy from listening to Christmas carols. So that is obviously a personal thing. I think that's really the long and short of it. It's not simply that I don't consider my favourite things a Christmas song, though I don't. It's that I don't like to consider it a Christmas song. And it's not like other Christmas songs. Pretty much every other Christmas song ties into the Christmas season more directly. I also feel like putting it on a Christmas album removes it from Sound of Music entirely, because in a way it kind of is a standalone song. There's nothing about the song that directly ties into the plot of Sound of Music the way something like the opening number or Edelweiss does. I understand why people put this in the Christmas song category. It's got a couple of very vague references to the Christmas season. It's objective and removed enough from its source material that it doesn't feel out of place on a compilation album, and it talks about things that are supposed to make you feel warm and fuzzy and happy and all the feelings you're supposed to feel at Christmas. But for me, Grinch and cynic that I am regarding this season, making my favourite things a Christmas song almost doesn't make it a Sound of Music song in my mind. As I said, it's separate enough from the plot of the musical that it can be on a completely separate album. But it is, and always will be, a Sound of Music song, and for me, it can't be both. As I said, Kelly Clarkson's cover of it is the only song on the album that I have, because it's a Christmas album, and the rest of it I don't care about. The most recent version I've heard is from Leslie Odom Jr. Yes, my fandoms have collided. And it's on his Christmas album, which I won't be buying. I'll probably buy that single song, but I'm not going to be buying the whole album. Because even if it is Aaron Burr, I'm not interested in a Christmas album. I don't even have any of Julie's Christmas albums. I have every other album Julie released, or compilation of songs Julie made, but not the Christmas albums. Because I don't care about Christmas songs. If you want to listen to my favourite things during the holiday season, more power to you. It is a beautiful song, but for me, it's just not a Christmas one. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Is my favourite things a Christmas song for you? Or do you think of Sound of Music first and you would rather it just be that? Feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my video next week. So long, farewell!